Well, in a competition where we are bound to have some twists and turns, these two sides have been some of the most surprising so far in this Ninja Ray League season. Adelaide United, when the season started, there would not have been many who would have expected them to be sitting third on the ladder so far into the league competition. That is exactly where they sit right now. Adrian Stenter and his side have done a fantastic job so far this season, accumulating those points, creating an identity, and finding themselves in the top three with a chance of getting themselves in the top two. But their opponents this afternoon, Canberra United, not many would have expected them to be in the position they are so far in the league competition, but they have done really, really well with a lot of players who have found themselves in different homes throughout their Ninja Ray League careers. They find themselves at Canberra United this season, and they have put together a really good season so far, sitting 7th on the league table with a chance of breaking back into the top 6 and a chance to reappear in the finals campaign. Wouldn't that be so sweet? But two sides deserve a lot of credit so far with the way they have gone about their league campaign. As they walk out, we aren't too far away from kicking off here at Cooper Stadium. It is a doubleheader, so you should expect the fans to roll in as the game continues. The two sides were in really, really good form and playing some good football, particularly Adelaide United at home. It's been really, really impressive so far, and they line up as follows. Well, they make one change with Sean Dewey coming into the starting 11. That means Nanako Sasaki is not in the matchday squad this afternoon. We also see the likes of Chelsea Dorber and Erin Healy. And on the bench, Fiona Wirtz and Dylan Holmes, two very experienced players on the bench this afternoon. So if they're required, Adrian Stenter's got a lot of experience and a lot of talent to bring on to change the game. And that is one of the players starting this afternoon, Erin Healy. She has been absolutely incredible for Adrian Stenter's side. She's done a tremendous job of linking up that midfield and the attack. Had a really great relationship with the likes of Fiona Wirtz, Emily Condon. She's got 5 goals to her name, scored 2 goals last week. Can she get on the score sheet? Can she help Adelaide? There's all the smiles. A really positive camp at Adelaide. Lucia Leon, another one of the international signings, but been really all smiles at Adelaide United. But their opponents this afternoon, Canberra United, Anthony Jaganex makes true changes to his 11. Holly Murray starts ahead of Mary Stanich-Floody. Madison Asen starts her first game since the 11th of January, and that sees Tegan Bertolicio on the bench this afternoon alongside the likes of Aideen Keane and Janea Dos Santos. And there is the all-time goal scorer in this fixture, Michelle Heyman, 21 goals in this fixture. It's incredible. She's got a hat-trick previously in this game. Can she get on the score sheet this afternoon? Can she be the difference maker? They're probably the underdogs facing this Adelaide side, but we know there is a lot of experience, a lot of talent in this group, and it all starts at the top of the park with Canberra United's top goal scorer, Michelle Heyman. And there is Adrian Stenter. Who would have thought at the start of this season it would be all smiles? It was a really difficult last 2 seasons for Adelaide. It hasn't gone the way they would have liked. You've seen the highs of getting Adelaide into the finals for the first time. But the club and Adrian Stenter have persisted. They found an identity. They found a style of football that was working for this side. They are putting a lot of pressure on the likes of Melbourne City and Melbourne Victory, who sometimes maybe you call them the haves, and Adelaide United maybe are the have-nots, but they have really put together a style of football that works for them. And our referee this afternoon is Michaela Ryan, assistant referees Paula Orlandi and Ellie Seaton, and 4th official Daniel Cook. There is Anthony Jaganek. It's come in. There's been some ups and downs for Canberra United, but they have been finding themselves a stability in the last recent weeks. Can they find more points this afternoon and get themselves back into the top 6? We will have to wait and see. But there is not that far to go before we get going here at Cooper Stadium between Adelaide United and Canberra United, and we are set to go. Adelaide get us going. They're going to be kicking to the left of the screen. They come in as favourites, Adelaide United. They have gone unbeaten in their last 8 games so far. It's been truly, truly incredible. And they are starting really hot so far, pressing up the field. Hodgson tried to cut it in. And it's so easy so often to be really critical of sides and to get quite negative towards coaches, but I think these two coaches and these two sides deserve a lot of credit for what they have done so far this season, getting themselves into a really dangerous position and being in a lot of games that maybe people wouldn't have thought they should have been. If you think about Canberra's game against the Brisbane Roar, Brisbane are in red-hot form, coming off that tremendous win over Western United. Canberra went into the Lions then, got all 3 points. Adelaide, they've been so consistent. Forced the midfield, Tonkin knocks it forward into the path of Dewey. That's a quick ball forward. Brought down by Dorba. Leon. Healy now. Forced wide. Little intricate plays that Adelaide are doing. Sets them off on the right foot as that ball is deflected out. So we'll have our first corner of the game. There is Sally James, going back to a club where it all started. She's been a big part of Canberra's ability to stay in games. It's the first corner. Condon, that's a good ball in, curling, punched high and punched out of the field of play. So they'll get a second go at it, Adelaide. It was a dangerous ball, it was curling in, right where it looked like Beth Gordon and both Sally James went for it. Condon once again. Got 2 little pockets of players, a lot of movement. This one's a little higher. Headed back. Murray sends it wide. Chance to break forward now, Markovski. Can she find the pass? Christopherson making the run, but well blocked by Sarah Morgan. Going to need to really capitalise on those moments, Canberra, this season, this game, sorry. Those counter-attacking fast opportunities, a lot of movement. I know Adelaide will probably like to have more of the ball.
Good. Good.
That one's sent out of play.
Can we go up with support?
Healy under pressure. Found Condon. Now in space. Chance to break forward. Can that ball break the lines? It can't. Adelaide will have more of the possession, try to dictate the play. Leon winning the ball back. Can't find Markovski. Healy. Leon. Dorba. Have to be patient. If you look back at that goal that Adelaide scored against Perth with Erin Healy, really nice, intricate link-up play on the edge of the box, and then Healy able to slot it away onto the far left corner. Beautiful bit of play. They've really built more confidence as the season has gone on, Adelaide, in their attack. And with the likes of Claudia Jenkins in goals, who's probably been the most consistent and reliable goalkeeper this season. It is a formidable side to face, Rovers. Anthony Gordon. Markovski dancing with the ball at her feet. Did well to find Darcy Malone. Can she find the next pass? That ball deflected high in the air. Tonkin doesn't have a lot of options. Tried to find a teammate, couldn't do so. Strong challenge there. Healy ends up on the ground. Murray keeps to her feet. Madison Asen back in the starting lineup, was out with a knee injury. So really important play to have back for Canberra defensively. That ball can't get past Leon, who heads it out of the field of play. Leon has to retreat. That pass not the ideal. Tonkin. Chance to break forward for Adelaide. Got numbers up ahead. Canberra able to get back, and that ball too far forward. Will it stay in play? It looks like it might, and eventually Asen not taking any chances, going to send it out. Healy. Good touch, good control on the edge of the box. Can she find her way into the box now? Across too far away from solo Adelaide player in the middle of the box. Morgan. Good front position from Canberra. Markovski looked like she was getting held and was beaten in the end. Adelaide with the numbers. Morgan. That's a dangerous ball into space, but eventually cleared high and cleared away.
So Matilda, with that, Matilda, when we're pressing, you can leave that 32 in the middle. Then when they play it, you go. Yeah.
Hodgson found Healy. Healy, Hodgson. Fighting for possession, winning out, and there's the first real strike from Erin Healy at goal. Well wide, and certainly wasn't going to trouble Sally James. Condon. Morgan. Can hear the calls for a combination play. Couldn't execute that time, but they still have space to work with. Leon. One-on-one chance. Leon dancing. And then Hayley Taylor-Young sticking a boot in and winning the ball back for her side. Gordon. That's beautiful bit of play, and now Heyman free to go, and Tonkin coming across, and there she was, standing strong. Ella Tonkin, captain of this side, up against the Canberra United captain. Wasn't going to let her get a shot away. Good recovery. It was poor from Adelaide to let Canberra out. On the other side, have to say, some really smart bit of football from Canberra to to find themselves that kind of opportunity. Healy, good turn away from Asen. Morgan, Tonkin. They have numbers, Canberra, to defend, but Adelaide is certainly making the run at it. Hodgson, one-on-one tussle there with Christopherson. And free kick eventually awarded to Canberra. Take a look at that chance. Ella Tonkin did well, got a touch on the ball. Heyman, maybe that ball's a little bit too far ahead and it allowed Tonkin the chance to get in her way. I have to say, probably point to the defender and Ella Tonkin in that situation. Read the situation really well. Morgan read the flight of the ball the best. Condon able to turn away, can't find the pass though. Gets a second opportunity. Dewey. Can they find the players and the options? Zoe Tolan couldn't that time. McNamara. Leon. See, they really want to create a tight bit of space and then have that release ball. Adelaide. It might fall and work perfectly this time. A long-range effort, and it's going to take a deflection out. So another corner. Under pressure, the Canberra defence at the moment. Liz Anton having to marshal all the defenders and make sure they are in the right shape. Have their direct opponent ready. Bethany Gordon standing at the near post once again. That's where that first corner went. Emily Condon. That's a high ball. There's numbers there. And headed wide. Ella Tonkin looked like who got her head to it. Found exactly the spot. It wasn't Ella Tonkin, was Zoe Toland in the end who got the header away. Just couldn't redirect it back to a shot on target, but these corners from Emily Condon have been very, very dangerous so far.
Good, Sal, good. We can leave her, we can leave her.
Robers. Bethany Gordon not able to bring it down. Dewey. Tonkin. Sending it forward and sending it to Healy. A beautiful touch from Erin Healy. Can she find an entry? She can send it across. But it'll be denied. It was really well done from Erin Healy just to control this ball and continue with her momentum going forward. It's some of the skill you love to see in this competition. Unfortunate she couldn't find a teammate, but that's one of those skills you put on a highlight reel. Condon once again. High ball, this time falling to the back. Heyman was there. Chance at goal, and high and wide, but it took a deflection on the way. See if they get another opportunity, and they certainly will. Heyman right where she needed to be, and Dewey sliced it, but I did take a deflection on the way through, so Emily Condon once again. Another chance at goal. Another set-piece opportunity. We've had all the possession, all the momentum. High curling ball. There are numbers there. Came off a Canberra shirt. Don't know if they knew too much about it. It'll be another corner once again for Adelaide. They're causing chaos, causing confusion. I think it was Heyman who got ahead to it. It certainly was. It wasn't the prettiest, but it needed to be anywhere away from goal. This time they elect to play it short. Dewey there and losing out. But it's going to be another corner for Adelaide, another chance. Stofferson thought she'd done enough, but knocked it out of play. This sustained pressure that Adelaide are putting on Canberra. Will Canberra be able to withstand this constant onslaught of corners? This one, Curley, once again, numbers, falls through the arms of James, still bobbling around in the box. Can they get a shot away? Falls to Healy, bubbles back out. Leon this time, a great save from James. Sending it back across was McNamara, but this time to be denied and then a foul to disrupt it. I don't know how Canberra managed to not see that ball fall into the back of their net. Sally James pulling off an incredible save. McNamara with the first strike. Tolan tried to get a shot away. Robers poked it away, and then Healy's shot was blocked, and then Leon denied by Sally James. And then Tilda McNamara just had her feet tangled on a chaotic few moments. Canberra goal living a very charmed life.
Can we find Condon in transition? Where's Condon?
It is always a case of if you apply this much pressure to a side, surely you have to capitalise, because there is a moment where the momentum won't be in your favour. The ebbs and flows of a game, have to take your chances, and Canberra is certainly a side with players who are capable of getting a goal in a matter of moments. Turning away, finding Hodgson. Headed wide. Dewey has to chase, but chased down by Bethany Gordon. She's able to break free. Heyman found a little pocket of space. Can she turn and go and find a teammate? That ball on the inside, and the run from Hayley Taylor-Young was the other way. Jenkins required. She's been required so many times this season. Healy. Morgan. Ball's deflected. Will it fall for Adelaide? It just might. Bit of a rushed header forward. Condon. Giving that ball away cheaply. Christopherson. You can see Adelaide absolutely dominating the possession, dominating the pace of the game. The scoreboard, 0-0, that's the most important aspect of the game. Hodgson.
A little bit deep, rope drop off. Good
Leon. McNamara. Healy. Heavy touch. And that ball swinging away from Heyman, but able to corral it and bring it back. Morgan needs to be careful. Fall for Ella Tonkin, who's able just to calm things down for the moment.
Good. More pressure when we get it now.
Patient, take your time.
Leon, left by herself, just occupy that space. Sent out of play by Taylor-Young. There is the likes of Dylan Holmes, Fiona Wirtz. It's a very, very capable bench that Adelaide have there. Fiona Wirtz sitting in that pack of players who are sitting on 7 goals so far this season. Second in the Golden Boot race. There is one out-and-out leader at the moment, Carly Johnson from Western United. Dorber has obviously been out in recent weeks with a quad injury. She's making her way back. Gordon. That's good ball forward for Christopherson. Touch took her a little bit wider than she probably would have liked and allowed enough recovery time for Emily Hodgson. And you can see there, Emily Hodgson on her arm there. They have a black armband Adelaide United, the players are wearing this afternoon. It is obviously Adrian Stenter's father-in-law passed away, so in solidarity, they are wearing the black armbands, Adelaide United players. So unfortunate the loss there for Adrian Stenter and his family. Murray with the ball into the box, headed forward. And then cleared for good measure. Dangerously, that ball went into the box. Markovski was right there. Couldn't make the most of it. Robers, no-look pass. Gordon. That's a beautiful pass to Markovski. Murray, and couldn't control it. There aren't that many numbers forward for Adelaide. Still yet to register a shot in this game, Canberra. Healy. And Condon had stopped the run for the moment. Leon. Ball sent really, really wide. Now it's a foot race. But well worked. Smart play from Alatonka. We've just seen her grow so much this season. Captain of this side, such a young player. She's so consistently reliable. That's a fast ball to Jenkins, who makes it work. McNamara shields it from Heyman. Works it down the line now, and then it takes a knock, and it's going to go with Adelaide. Christopherson might not like it, but she certainly took the last touch. Condon trapped and losing out to Robers. Still she searches, and that's a beautiful pass from Robers, sending it across this time. Gordon got a shot away, but lacked the power to really disrupt. Healy under pressure now. Canberra, they're trying to have some sustained pressure up front. Just when you mention that, Chelsea Dorber picks the ball off. Can she go for a run forward? Robers, who made the long run forward, now required to do the defensive duties. And Adelaide with another corner in this game. Robers, it's a well-weighted pass. It was probably all the right things, maybe just not the play you probably want in that position. Maybe you want Michelle Heyman there with a chance at it. The chance goes begging for Canberra United. And on this side, Adelaide setting up for yet again another corner. Curley once again, and James this time strong, able to quickly grab it, wanted to play quickly, and then Erin Healy stepping right in front. Markovski. Malone. Robers. Blocked. It will find Christopherson. Asen. Kayla Young working into space and cleared by Hodgson. Heyman with her back to goal. Can she turn away from Tolan? They can get a ball into the box, but not enough numbers. Might get a second chance at it. Anton. Just a little bit back and forth for the last few moments. Canberra just building themselves. Getting them a little bit of momentum in this game. And just as I say that, Sally James gives it away poorly. Lucky for her, teammate in Liz Anton was right there to clear it away, but I don't know what she was doing. Took her eyes off the ball, went forward, and then Healy, before she knew it, right there to close down the space. Good turn away there, Dorba. Got the cross into the box. James tried to punch it, very awkward. Leon with the smart touch, but that just went away from her. Falls. That shot blocked, falls for Healy. Still bobbling around. Can anybody get control of it? Adelaide eventually do. Hodgson, and unable to trap it. Markovski tried to find the run of Heyman. Has to go for it herself. Really positive to see and hear the atmosphere at Cooper Stadium for this women's game. Fans making noise, actively engaged. Chance to see an Adelaide side that have been really good, as I've mentioned, this season. 28 minutes into this game. It's been a whole lot of Adelaide, had most of the possession. A lot of their chances coming from set pieces, but still waiting for that real clear-cut opportunity. Best one came for a set piece. Sally James denying Alicia Leon. Tilda McNamara was denied earlier in the attacking phase. Erin Healy was also denied, but Canberra's best chance coming from Michelle Heyman run, but to be denied by Ella Tonkin. Toland had the ball poked away and then giving away possession. Heyman. Malone, Markovski. Taylor Young forced to retreat, and that's a dangerous ball that's picked off by Erin Healy. Now they're retreating, Canberra. Healy up against four, can't get a shot away, and a timely tackle from Holly Murray to deny Erin Healy her third goal in 2 weeks. She was surrounded, maybe needed to get the shot away earlier, Erin Healy. She didn't do that. And Holly Murray able to swoop in and take that opportunity away. That's a dangerous pass to be playing the ball like that. Want to cut out those mistakes if you're Anthony Jagranek. Taylor Young not there in that action, but Holly Murray there to deny Erin Healy. Ball's managed to stay in play somehow. That's a smart pass to Healy, but Asen on the shoulder the whole time. Asen once again. And only Adelaide shirts in that vicinity. It's quite interesting how high Bethany Gordon at times is for Canberra. Used to sometimes be the player who initiates the press. Heyman dropping even deeper on the wings. See, through the middle for Canberra right now, their two central midfielders in Darcy Malone and Bethany Gordon. And their two strikers in Markovski and Heyman very wide. See if that results in anything in the game, and might be able to break out on this right-hand side as Markovski drifted centrally. Now Markovski wins it back. Got Malone nearby. That's where the ball goes. Searching and requiring a lot from Taylor Young, and that's a dangerous pass that Jenkins able to cover. Oh, we've lost that ball for the moment. Claudia Jenkins, what an incredible season so far. 6 clean sheets in the competition. It's been prolific. If you're probably doing your team of the season, it'd be hard to not have her as your first choice goalkeeper. Robers back to James. Ball goes centrally over the head of Malone. Tolland, Condon, Healy, nudged off the ball. Still they fight and they win it back. Leon made the run, the ball over the top. Leon with the strike! Skied it. There's a good chance, just couldn't control it. I don't know how that ball managed to find her. It just got far too much underneath the ball, and it just kept rising and rising and rising.
Darby, get Ace wider!
Don't go ball, don't go ball. Stay. You gotta work,
Robers
Sarah. You gotta work, Condon.
coming in a little bit more narrow now with that pass.
Go on then.
And headed away
Sally.
by Hodgson.
Well done. Ace, maybe 2 steps wider on the goal kick, please. Box him in. Drop, Chris. Don't let him bounce out. On his step a little. Darby, stay off. Darby, stay right off. Good.
Markovski fighting.
Fine.
They win that battle, Canberra. Chewy to Dorba. Tonkin.
Stay off, Bethany. Yep, good. Good, Kelly.
It's a dangerous ball forward, but Taylor Young saw it the whole way through. Can they find the key to unlock this Canberra defence? Adelaide, they've had a lot of the possession, a lot of the chances, a lot of the shots. They haven't found the back of the net. Aaron Healy, 2 goals last week, 5 goals so far this season, 1 assist. Moments like this need a player of her quality to break the deadlock. Dewey, she's got a chance to go for goal, and that shot lacked a lot of power and a lot of conviction. Tonkin, once again, winning her battles against the direct opponent. Hodgson able to poke it away, but only to the path of Emma Robers. Heyman interrupted by McNamara. Healy. See how much space that Erin Healy covers. You see her really far forward, and then she'll drop deep to pick up the ball and try to link up this side. It's been a really influential part of Adelaide's play this season as Chelsea Dorber gives away a cheap free kick. A little bit too much in that challenge on Emma Robers.
Who's backing her up? Yes, Condon! Yes, Condon!
Sarah, you can stay. If Condon goes, you can leave her.
Body language!
Yes, Lou, yes, Lou.
Split match, Hyman, split.
Walk it up, Claudia, walk it up!
Disconnected, Liz. Liz with 2 deep.
Leon. Condon. This might fall nicely for Adelaide. Got 2 in the box, and James has to punch it away. Christopherson was there, and Sally James, I don't think she expected it to be quite so dangerous in the end. That delivery from Tolan just kind of started falling in it. Quite acrobatic, the save in the end for Sally James. And nearing half-time for these 2 teams. Last time they faced off back in round 4, it was Adelaide who got the win, 2 goals on the day. Will they be the recipients of all 3 points in this fixture? Or will Canberra get the 3 points this afternoon?
Can you help?
Obviously, it could be a draw as well, but it's always more fun when we see goals and somebody claim all 3 points. Condon, well controlled. Dorber up against Robers. Dewey. It's a good ball forward for Toland. He cuts inside. That ball just slightly too far forward. Falls for Dewey. Got herself a moment. Found Morgan. Hodgson. Healy. Once again, closely followed. That's a good ball to leave. Dangerous cross in. Condon. Away from 2, sends it back across, and this time, another corner. Liz Anton there to block the path.
Just left something in. No, I know, but I'm just saying it's a pattern. 1, 2, 3.
Emily Condon. Shouts from the Adelaide bench about a potential handball. Clearly, nothing of that nature. Condon, once again, this time far and very deep in the box and overshot everybody. Rovers. Down the line. Christopherson. Has to really fight that time. Looked like it was still in play when she picked it up. Not quite sure about all of that. Gordon. Denied by 2. Dewey. Condon. Just not enough numbers forward for Adelaide at times when they're breaking forward. Just feels like there may be slightly too big of gaps between some of their forward players. Maybe it'd gone out. I don't know if it's completely over the line, but referee deeming it to be okay. Rovers. Heyman. Malone to Markovski. Sends it down the line for Heyman, asking a lot of Michelle Heyman.
Bethany, split wide, match help Bethany.
It's been a frustrating half for Canberra, forced to do a lot of defensive duties, find the opportunities when they arise, but for their 16 final third entries, they are still yet to register a shot on target. And it's hard to win a game of football when you don't have a shot on target. So they're going to need to find something late in this first half or in the second half to change this game if they want to claim all 3 points and take it back to McKellar. Healy, Leon. Able to get past 1. Got Healy in support, going to send the cross into the box. Taylor Young. Morgan's going to trap it in this final third. Tonkin. Dorba poked it away. It was left. Healy found it, and Healy took a strike. Maybe she was in 2 minds. Could have passed it to a teammate. Elected to go for the shot. And in terms of high percentage chances, that probably wasn't the best of it. Doesn't look like there's going to be much time added on into this first 45. Expecting 1 additional minute. Can a side make a difference as Taylor Young finds herself in a little bit of space? Taylor Young with the strike. Claudia Jenkins got a hand to it. Looked like it was going wide, but never know in terms of the pace of the ball if Heyman was going to be able to keep the ball in play and then get a strike on goal that way. But Taylor Young had to take a strike. Could she have taken another step in? It was very difficult how to play up, bearing down on her space. Just the second corner of the game for Canberra. Rovers, high looping ball. Jenkins punched it up, hasn't been cleared away. Darcy Malone, and it finds the back of the net. Canberra United rewarded for some poor goalkeeping and some poor defense at a set piece. Wasn't dealt with. Malone got ahead to it, and Tonkin was right at the near post, but couldn't block the ball before it went past her. She stuck a boot out. Could she have just positioned her body right at that post? Who knows? But it's Canberra United, after withstanding all the pressure from Adelaide in this first 45 minutes of football. They are the ones who are going to head into half-time, a goal up. And it is always the risk. They haven't had a shot on target, and is their first. And they find themselves a goal up. And it is the risk for sides in this competition. We've seen it with Adelaide, we've seen it with Melbourne City at times. They have all this pressure, they have all the possession, and yet they are not able to take those chances and they find themselves a goal down. So now, Adelaide going to need to dig deep in the second 45. Adrian Stenter, they need to have a word with his side and find some answers. They've only gone one game this season, Adelaide, where they haven't scored a goal. So that will be something that's positive for them, knowing they're certainly capable of getting back into games. They've had some late winners. And they're going to need to find it against the Canberra United side, who have withstood a lot of pressure in the first 45 minutes. Healy. Hodgson. Healy once again wanting to turn away and was fouled. Last chance for Adelaide. This first 45. Can they level this game up? Malone, Christopherson and Murray stand at the wall. Condon over the ball. Now goes for a strike, and Sally James, cool, calm and collected. Not fussed. Gonna take as much time as she likes off this clock. And it's just enough, because that is the close of the first 45 minutes here at Cooper Stadium. It is Darcy Malone's goal that separates the two sides. Some poor goalkeeping and some poor set-piece defending from Adelaide United, gifting Canberra a goal, gifting them the lead. They had yet to register a shot on target. That was their first, and that's the goal that separates the two sides. Lots to think about, lots of talking points for both coaches, but at halftime it is Adelaide United 0, Canberra United 1. Going to take a look at these first half highlights. Going to be a lot of Adelaide, but they're not the ones who lead. That was poor from Sally James. She didn't control the ball. But in these chaotic moments, Canberra were able to withstand the pressure. Sally James was able to put in a good save. It was a good cross from Emily Condon. James just didn't track the flight of the ball particularly well. Slipped through her hands. Healy had the first strike. Leon had another effort. And then it fell back to Matilda McNamara. And she couldn't take it back into the box. This effort from Leon. She was away, but just couldn't keep that ball down. I don't know how that ball managed to needle its way through that little bit of space to find Leon. It was a good chance, but for all the possession, there weren't that many clear-cut opportunities that Adelaide really created. It put Canberra under a lot of pressure. Sally James was forced to acrobatically tap that away to deny Zoe Tolan. I don't think it was a strike. It was certainly more of a cross, but you have to do what you need to do as a goalkeeper. But it was this moment that separates the two sides. Jenkins has been good all season and just lost track of the flight of the ball in the air and just punched it high, and then fell to Darcy Malone, who did not really put a lot of power on that shot. Alatonkin was closest by, stuck a boot out at it, but not able to deny that ball finding the back of the net at Cooper Stadium. You take a look at the first half stats. More possession, that's to be expected, more shots. And Canberra United 2 shots on target. And Adelaide, they have all the things that you think you need when you're going to win a football game, but Canberra United with the all-important goal that separates the two sides at half-time is Adelaide United 0, Canberra United 1.
There's an announcement of football on Paramount Plus, the only place to see every A-League game, Combat Matildas and Subway Socceroos game live. Stream every game, every goal and every moment live on Paramount Plus. The most explosive season of Survivor is coming. There's treachery, lies, deception and chaos. Survivor Brains vs Brawn kicks off Monday, Feb 17 and on 10 and 10 play. Get ready to cheer just like Liberty supports the A-Leagues. They're on your team too. Whether you're planning a holiday or buying a new home, they can provide the assist you need to keep your free thinking goals. Liberty, lines for free thinkers. Unlock your ultimate A-League club experience. The new official A-League app is here. You can now select your favourite club and enjoy a club-first experience. Witness every moment with Matchday Live and so much more. Scan the QR code on the big screen now to download the app and register your account.
Well, it's halftime here at Cooper Stadium with Canberra leading 1 goal against Adelaide United. But tonight at 7:45 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time, league leaders Melbourne City will host the struggling title defenders Sydney FC. Here's Narlene Masto and Grace Gill with a preview of the upcoming match at Amy Park.
The headliner for round 16 of the Ninja A-League is a grand final rematch between Melbourne City and Sydney FC. Grace, Melbourne City in dominant form, yet to suffer a defeat this season, and it's Holly McNamara who has made her return from injury and cannot stop scoring. How impressive has her comeback been?
Well, seriously impressive. This is a player who has undergone 3 ACL recoveries, returned to the frame in such an incredible fashion. She's physically such a good athlete. So when she steps back into the side, she's looking really strong. She's looking really confident, not only finding the back of the net, but she just looked really confident in herself, really assured physically. So it's wonderful to see, and of course with the Matildas call up as well, it's fantastic for Holly.
And it helps when you're playing in a Melbourne City side who are so strong in attack, but defensively they have conceded the fewest goals in the competition. Just how difficult is it to strike a balance between attack and defence, because they seem to have done it seamlessly?
Yeah, this is a team that know their roles really, really well, and that's such a hallmark of Melbourne City and how they play. Everyone knows their roles, they know what to do on and off the ball, but also defensively we've got the likes of Rebecca Stott, Taylor Otto, and that centre-half pairing is so strong at the back. They're experienced players, they've been there for a couple of years now, so as much as they've got this formidable attack, they've also got this really steady, smart defensive setup.
And in order to break that down, Sydney are going to have a lot of firepower in this game. And Grace, we've seen kind of Ante Juric experiment a little bit with different attacking formations and plays up front. But what do you think is their best front three to put out there?
Well, it's a question that in previous years we really haven't had to answer. They've just been able to find the goals. This year that hasn't been the case for Sydney FC. I really like Princess Abini when she's at the centre of attack. So at that number 9, the young, fast players running off either side of her. I think Abini's a really good hold-up player, can receive the ball to feet. When you've got Lukmaier, the likes of Talon Henniker being able to stream forward, I think that's the way to go.
Well, let's see if Melbourne City can continue their unbeaten run and get revenge over Sydney FC. Catch this one live on Paramount Plus or 10 Play.
Well, we can see some of the Adelaide United men's players getting ready. Adelaide United taking on the Newcastle Jets later tonight at 7:35. But in the meantime, let's hear from Melbourne City head coach Michael Matriciani on tonight's matchup and on City's recent congested match schedule.
Look, I think any time you play 3 games in a week is always very difficult. So I think credit to the side mentally. I think that's the biggest thing that I think I'm most proud of. And yeah, to be able to have 3 solid performances. I think we were the better side in all 3 of those matches. I think obviously we scored late against Victory, but I think that was definitely well deserved, and we probably deserved a little bit more out of the match as well. And then to bounce back and put on a brilliant performance against Western, and then 2 days later, or 3 days later, sorry, to play against Newcastle, which are a very physical side and high pressing side. And the game became very transitional, so that took a lot out of us. But we hung in there, and it was quite even for the first sort of 60-odd minutes. And then the game opened up a little bit more, and we got more control of it in the second half. And I think our quality came through and deserved another 3 points. The 2 times that we played them, I thought they were outstanding in both of those matches. And they've had a bit of a up and down season, but they definitely have a lot of quality still in their squad. So we're not underestimating them for sure. And if they come out and press us and be aggressive like they were the last 2 matches, I think it's going to be a good match.
Well, it's time now to hear from Matilda's and Melbourne Victory striker Emily Gilnick in the latest edition of Ninja Express.
If I wasn't a footballer, I'd be a boxer. I think might be either the goal I scored against Sydney on a cutback last season, or the halfway goal against Western Sydney Wanderers.
Gilnick catches Collins off her line. Incredible! Emily Gilnick making the ultimate statement.
It would definitely be Alana Murph, because she is just a creative genius. Her footwork and her ability to get tied off players and just turn off anyone, it's insane. Like, I actually fall over watching her and I'm 20 metres away, so good for her. Honestly, right now with me getting older, it's just to stay healthy and fit, and go to at least 1 more World Cup or an Olympics. To not compare myself to other players in my position. Right now, and has been for this last 2 years, is definitely Coco Bella, coconut water, staying hydrated, and lately I've been doing a chicken toasty, which is really strange for me, but that's what's happening. Do what you love, so if you love to do it and you want to be a professional, just go out there and train and make sure you enjoy it.
Well, it was a first 45 minutes that reminded the possession can be fantastic, but goals are certainly more important. And that is exactly what Canberra United proved to Adelaide in the first 45 minutes. Adelaide dominated possession, had more chances, dictated the course of play, but it was Canberra United and Darcy Malone scoring her first ever goal in the competition, who separates these two sides. I don't know if Darcy Malone knew all that much about that header. Barely got a touch on it, but enough to get it past Ella Tonkin and Claudia Jenkins. A lot to discuss for Adelaide United and for Adrian Stenser at halftime. Can they put it all together? Can they put that possession into some really important attacking phases and some real dangerous chances in the final third? Can they get themselves back level in this game? That is the goal scorer who separates the two sides. One shot, one goal, and goal to her name. First goal ever in her career for Darcy Malone. So congratulations to her. Has spent time at Melbourne City in the past, and at Canberra this year. Important part of that midfield. Don't know if she really knew that much about it. Barely got a touch. Maybe not the way you dream up your first goal in a competition, but it's a goal nonetheless. That's what separates the two sides. A lot of work to be done for Adelaide United in this second half, and we get going with Canberra. And it's going for the second 45. Markovski. Heyman. High looping ball, headed away. Hodgson. Condon. And she turn and go.
Come and get it again, Luke. They're backing off of you, yeah?
Adelaide, as I've mentioned, if you are just joining us now, they are unbeaten in their last 8 games in the competition. The last loss coming back in December against Melbourne City. And that was also, coincidentally, their last loss at home. They've been in stellar form. They have really found an identity. Tolan. Leon. Blocked by Taylor Young, but it will stay with Adelaide. They break free now. That's denied by Christopherson. Sophia Christopherson, all smiles. Would have been all smiles in that Canberra change room. They dug deep, and now that ball in from Hodgson. James mistimed it, didn't get much on the ball, if anything at all. Tolan, well-worked header away from Markovski, her opposite number 17 to Markovski. Fighting and winning possession back. Out to Taylor Young. And Markovski started the season in some good goal-scoring form. It's been a little while since she got on the score sheet, but back in the competition, and Malone getting the ball in. Heyman couldn't get ahead to it. Tonkin denied. Heyman. Tonkin wasn't going to let a shot away. Denied Michelle Heyman a few times. This ball's sitting up. Tolan needs to be mindful. Gordon got a shot away. Blocked by Jenkins. Lydia Jenkins will be looking to make up for that error. That first goal. Bethany Gordon trailing. Saw the ball and got a shot away, but Lydia Jenkins was already there and quick to react. Robers likes to go short with Murray. That's a curling high ball in the box. Header from Asen. Too high in the end. Was sitting up there and just off balance in the end, Madison Asen, who is making her return to the starting 11, having dealt with a knee injury that's kept her out for a little while.
John, just stay there. Okay.
Confidence grows for these Adelaide players. A goal up. Maybe can take a few more risks. Feel a little bit more confident in your shape. Feel like you can withstand 45 minutes of pressure and then nick a goal. Get a little bit of a break. Feel like you can certainly do it again. Jenkins have to play quick. McNamara, Tonkin. Dewey let that ball go. Found a teammate. Tolan. Searching for a teammate. Finding Condon. Healy. Tolan. Leon. Dorber was calling for it. Elected to go centrally with Dewey. Now it finds Chelsea Dorber. Dewey continued the run, and Bethany Gordon made sure that the return pass didn't reach the intended destination. Hodgson. Murray. And too far to chase for Taylor Young. Under more so when will Adrian Stenser bring on the likes of Fiona Wirtz and Dylan Holmes? Obviously has a lot of faith in this starting 11, but if things don't change quickly, being a goal down, will he bring some of those players on to shake this game up? Gustafsson using her pace, sending the ball in, and stepping forward was Matilda McNamara. Healy. And definitely took a touch off Healy. And looked for the moment that Adelaide were going to get away with that, but it's going to be Canberra who retain possession. Taylor Young deflected, found it again. McNamara, stable figure at the back with Ella Tonkin. Morgan. looked like it took a knock off Emma Roper's hand, but referee Michaela Ryan didn't think so. Stofferson denied by Tonkin. Take a look at that. Dorba certainly took a knock on Roper's right arm. Maybe the decision was too close and very fast, but if you're unlucky, if you're Adelaide, not to get the ball there. Markovski. Hodgson, heavy touch, found Condon. Healy, so often we're back to goal, having to find an outlet, and then springing into attack Adelaide. Leon, not many numbers on this right-hand side. Have to go alone. Eventually gets the cross in and then trickles in and finds Sally James. But that's been what we've seen a few times from Adelaide. They found the ball into wide areas, but either their winger or fullbacks have been there and been quite isolated and haven't been able to find that next pass, and just been kind of crossing the ball into the box and hoping there's somebody there. Not enough numbers. Condon. Healy. Leon. Dorba. Murray able to pick it up, and the pressure applied by Morgan on Darcy Malone, but Bethany Gordon there to recover and clean it up. It's going to come straight back with Adelaide. Tonkin was going to be able to pick that up and continue the run, but we are going to see first change, and as to be expected, Dylan Holmes and Fiona Words making their way on. They are impressive weapons to have on the bench. And it's going to see Sarah Morgan, who plays in a more defensive position in the midfield. She's going to come off, so certainly an attacking change. Also seeing Sian Dewey come off as well. So some aggressive changes made by Adrian Stenter to change the dynamic of this game. Wirtz, obviously 7 goals so far this season, sitting in that group of players who are sitting second in the Golden Boot race. If she gets a goal, she can equal Carly Johnson. I don't know if that's a fry. It's certainly some McDonald's merchandise, but is it supposed to be a fry? Who knows? So we'll see where Dorba and Wirtz find themselves. Maybe Healy drops a little bit further into the midfield. There's a more creative force as Jenkins took it on the bounce. Dylan Holmes in the midfield. Certainly get forward, can help create, take some of that workload. At the moment, Healy still sitting up top, Wirtz there as well, alongside Chelsea Dorba. Some big names for Adelaide all out there at one time. Haven't been too many instances this season where they've all been out there together. Adrian Stenter would certainly love them all to be fully fit as we close the season out. They're trying to make their campaign for the finals. You're going to see a substitution here. So Maya Markovski, we've seen the last of her this afternoon, to be replaced by, I believe, 18 Keane. Markowski just taking a casual stroll off the park. Had to work hard. Maybe just doesn't necessarily get the reward for the goals. He's involved in a lot of the link-up play. Canberra under a lot of pressure all game. 60 minutes under her belt this afternoon, but now 18 Keane was out for a little while. Came off a substitutes bench last week in that draw. Another substitute appearance this afternoon. He's a player who spent time at Sydney FC in the past, champion with them. Forward, a big tumble. Not sure who was at fault that time. And back to stick a boot in. Wirtz, Condon. Line was good. Asen kept them all on side. That ball finds the box and couldn't corral it, couldn't bring the ball under control, couldn't get a shot away. Good to be Aaron Healy in the box. Condon. Robers. Surrounded and hounded and losing out. And certainly some targeting there. Leon. Dorber. Wirtz. Got Murray on the shoulder and awarded a free kick. Holly Murray a little bit confused as to why that was the call. Doesn't really matter. Adelaide United, they've upped the ante. There's the initial tug. Yeah, it's always funny when players go, why, what happened? Maybe they've just got a slight case of amnesia, which is all right. Probably works when you're a footballer, having to forget some tough moments and then keep on going. Fiona Wirtz lining up over this ball. 7 goals to her name. Will she go for a shot herself? Fiona Wirtz dragged it. Second shot. And that one wide as well from Holmes. It's just dragging it ultimately. Never forced Sally James to produce a singular save. Picked off by Holmes, now Wirtz. This time cleared away. Of retained possession. Yeah, building some momentum. It was much like in that first 45 early on. Adelaide had a lot of that pressure. They're just not able to really create clear-cut opportunities as they need.
For your Aaron. Support Condon, support. Or Condon inside, Condon inside.
Leon, Condon.
Good girl. Don't let us.
Leon.
Good.
And that's a poor touch.
Right, mate, get an outcome, get an outcome.
Serve.
Good there. Straight up.
Everyone lost sight of the ball. Some shoving there. Words, sending it to the centre of the park. McNamara's got to be mindful, has to retreat. And Jenkins able to quickly retrieve that. Toland.
Keep going.
Well done. See how you're dragging her. That's what we want.
I want you here. Play Ella. Ella, wider.
Strong header.
Good, yep.
Toland.
Good.
And Condon with the poor touch. Can she make up for that mistake? She can't, but she puts enough pressure to allow Adelaide time to recover. But a chance at goal if they can produce a shot, and they can't that time. Holmes.
Who's in behind?
Leon.
1v1, Aaron. And again, good throw. Aaron's there. Good.
Serve.
Healy. Leon. Works. Searching. And a swing and a miss allows Leon time and space to get her run forward. Wirtz, poor touch. Now Darcy Malone to cut across. Asen. Healy, down the line it goes, stays in play. Murray shielding and getting her side a goal kick. Holmes. Leon.
Click in the door. Can you click in the door? Door, but keep offering.
That's a dangerous ball. Square pass. And then just not on the same page for 18 Keane to get on the end of that ball. Chance to spring forward, Adelaide. Can they capitalise? Wirtz picks up the run. Hodgson out wide. Got Dorber through the middle. Tonkin. Toland. She's got a side on goal. Does she want to take it? She elects to go wide to Leon. It was a poor touch, allows enough time to be closed down in terms of space. Still Leon retains possession. Still she fights. Coming off the back of the heels of Bethany Gordon. Now it finds Heyman. Good switch out wide. Tonkin up against 18 Keane. Who's going to win this battle? 18 Keane looked like she was getting pulled and dragged. Referee Michaela Ryan thought it was a fair challenge. Maybe a little bit unlucky if you are 18 Keane. Now Healy, can she hold the run? Get some numbers, sends it across. There's Dorba, poor touch, and running into the back of Asen. That really feels like a microcosm of what has been for Adelaide in this game. They have looked like they are about to find stuff, and then poor touches have just taken them away. And we take a look at that. That is very, very physical. And that poor touch from Chelsea Dorba just allowed Sally James enough time to collect the ball and to shut the door on that opportunity. Those poor touches in key moments. And now Michelle Heyman, can she put this game to bed?
Don't dive in. Stand up.
Finding 18 Keane, she wants to go inside. That's where she goes and misses everything. If Adelaide drop these points and Canberra claim all 3, at the moment on the live ladder, it is Canberra who sit in 4th place. It was started this afternoon in 7th, can finish in 4th, and level with the amount of games of Western United. Goal difference is what separates. Now the ball across is cleared by Anton. It just means you're looking at it and you look at sides like potentially Sydney FC, who are such a formidable side. We'll come back to that thought as Erin Healy is able to send it across and skies that chance. Could she have had an opportunity finding a teammate potentially? Look at that strike, and was always sailing. And ends up being a throw-in. We're looking at that, the league ladder at the moment. It really becomes a case of 8 and up who are really fighting for that top 6 position. And the likes of Western Sydney Wanderers, Perth, Newcastle and Sydney, maybe their season might be fully starting to close, because Wellington are on 20 points at the moment, and Western Sydney Wanderers, who are in 9th, are only on 12. Wellington are 4 points out from 6th, and Brisbane 24 points, but still a long way to go. That's the way this table is starting to shape up for Adelaide. It's really important they get these 3 points if they want to stay in the hunt, because that challenge from Murray was very, very intense on Fiona Wirtz. A little bit too much in the end, but for Adelaide, it's important to get these 3 points if they want to keep in touch with Melbourne Victory, who are sitting in 2nd place at the moment, to get a chance at a top 2 finish. And headed away. Hodgson sending it back in, headed across. Heyman, can she keep it in place? She certainly can. That's the weight. Finds Bethany Gordon. And that ball intercepted before it could reach Darcy Malone. Leon, they're moving it quickly. Healy, Wirtz, sending it, shot away! Chelsea Dorba gets the equaliser. There's only been one game this season that Adelaide haven't scored. They weren't going to make it a second. And Dorba, been on since the game started, gets the goal to bring Adelaide level. A beautiful pass from Healy to Wirtz, and then Wirtz teed it up, and Dorba, all she had to do was hit the target, and she certainly did that. And that's her 7th goal of the season. Chelsea Dorba joining Fiona Wirtz. And that pack of players who sit on 7 goals. hear how much the Adelaide fans love it. Now we are in for a big finish. 1-1 here at Cooper Stadium. Love to see it with the Adelaide fans there to support, make noise. A double header and then taking on Newcastle after this. Wouldn't it be nice? So they can get 2 wins here at Cooper Stadium. A really enjoyable night for these Adelaide fans. Rovers going to be asked to do a lot defensively. Canberra looked like a clear shove there from Wirtz on Murray, but play continues. Stay with Adelaide. Anna Wirtz made that move from Sydney FC back to Adelaide, and she's really found her form once again. Leon sending that ball across. Wirtz did well to shield the ball. Good denial of a corner. Fiona Wirtz has done a lot of goal scoring this season. And because she does a lot of goal scoring, doesn't necessarily have to set up teammates. And that was her first assist this season. With that pass to Chelsea Dorber, and what a time to get it. Leon. Healy. Healy once again. This is really nicely done. Curling. Not enough. Christopherson. Gordon. Malone. Taylor Young. What can Canberra muster up? Can they get themselves back in front? A little bit of confusion. It's going to be Canberra's ball. It's a decent effort from Aaron Healy in the end. Didn't have enough of a curl, but from the original strike, the initial look of it, it didn't look like it was going to do all that much. Alone looked to have fouled. The Adelaide players were not able. No foul called that time as Healy came charging in, tried to bring the ball with her. McNamara. Heyman may be away. And Jenkins was quickest to react. Healy again showing off her touch, showing off the skill, inviting Wirtz onto the ball. Can she send it, get a second assist? Dorber! Not that time. The same 3 players, not the result they wanted.
Substitution for Canberra United coming off.
But they've been so influential. When these 3 have played together, Healy's passing ability, it's usually worked on the end of these chances, but Dorber that time just far too much underneath the ball. Tegan Bertolicio comes on for Holly Murray. Frustrating afternoon, looks dejected. There's going to be a lot asked of Bertolicio defensively. Looks like she's slotting in at that right back role. Chance to break forward for Keane. Coming across is McNamara. And leaving it behind. Hodgson picking it up. Payson. And with that goal that Chelsea Dorber scores, she's now on 30. For Adelaide United, she is obviously the all-time goal scorer, leading goal scorer. Fiona Wirtz closely behind on 25 goals, and Emily Condon 21. So interesting that Heyman taking the strike. Heyman just over the top. I was just about to say, Emily Condon has scored 21 goals in her career. Michelle Heyman has scored 21 goals in this fixture alone and was about to make it a 22nd. Narrowly missing that top corner. Tonkin, stretch boot of Bertolicio. We see another substitution. That's waved away. Looked like we were going to have one. Side's not ready. Condon. Tolan. Healy. Ball sticks to her feet, finds Leon. Back heel, didn't have enough power, straight to the chest of Erin Healy. Took it. He's going to come back for Adelaide. And with that all-important goal, Adelaide slot themselves into second place. 30 points so far if the game was to stop now. But obviously Melbourne Victory, who are sitting in third, they've only played 15 games. They've got one more game. They've got a game to play this weekend. Up against the Central Coast Mariners tomorrow at 5 p.m. So that ball's dangerously into the box. Over the head, falls, Condon with the strike. Straight into the arms of James. Hodgson left it behind. Robers. Condon on target, but just straight down the middle, and James didn't really have to do a whole lot of moving. That's a dangerous ball in. Keane with the strike. Got it. Saved. This time denied off the line. There must be a lock on that goal. We saw Adelaide denied from a corner. Multiple efforts in the first half. Sally James pulling off an incredible save. And this time, Claudia Jenkins denied Aideen Keane, denied Bethany Gordon. And it stays 1-1 here at Cooper Stadium. The intensity is upping. The Canberra bench, you can see Anthony Jagranek on the corner of your screen.
Daniel.
Cannot believe that his side are not in front at this very moment. How they were denied. Incredible goalkeeping from Claudia Jenkins. Wirtz wanted to turn. Pass it straight into the feet of Darcy Malone. Aideen Keane, one of the players denied by Claudia Jenkins moments ago.
Played the game.
Yeah, just
Heyman.
ready.
Sorry about that.
Malone,
I'll just give the subset back in a second.
Yeah.
Condon.
Thanks, guys.
A chance for Healy up against Asen. Healy lost her footing for the moment, passed it into Words. Berta Licio charging back. Stopped it before it could happen. Another set piece opportunity for Adelaide. They had a lot of them in the first 45 minutes. They weren't able to put their chances away. Tiana Karambassis is going to come on to replace Lucia Leon. Can the substitute be the decider in this game? Well, can she play a part? She is strapping around that right leg. This ball played shorter and headed away by Bethany Gordon. A little bit disappointed and a little bit dizzy. Very unfortunate, obviously. A lot of power, just have to be mindful about players. Concussion, she looks to be okay. Gordon reclaims her position. This one high and looping into the center of the box, headed forward by Tonkin. Straight into the arms, and that was blocked. James took the ball forward and it was blocked. It falls for Words. Can she turn and go? Falls to Condon. Stops the run. Can she get a shot away? She's done all the hard work. And then wide it goes. Emily Condon beat Asen, beat Gordon, and then dragged it wide. Would have been such a beautiful goal had she got it on target. Heyman. This is a moment and a chance for a player to be a defining moment, and Jenkins has to palm it away. A player have a defining moment. Hayley Taylor-Young, she doesn't get on the score sheet very often. Very much could have been the difference maker. Played at fullback all game. And all the nitty-gritty. Emma Robers. This one high, sitting in the air. Numbers there, it falls. Haven't cleared it just yet. Need to be mindful, Adelaide. And there's Fiona Words to calm the situation down. Send it away. Can it stay in play? It certainly can. Oh, narrowly going out. Heyman. Both sides familiar with late deciders. This season, a swing and a miss from Ella Tonkin. Haven't seen her make too many mistakes in this game. And Karambassis heading it out of play. Either of these sides rise and have a moment. It's a foot race. And it's won by Liz Anton. This crowd who've come in maybe a little bit late. Could they be in for an absolute treat? Works on the edge of the box. She wants to find somebody else, move to a different part of the box. Change the dynamic. Send it back across. Condon making her way through and not going with the ball. It wasn't that long ago against Sydney SC, Adelaide United. Chelsea Dorber, goal in the 4th minute of additional time of the 90. 3-2 winners on the day. Can they re-find that magic once again? And it's going out. They're going to be under pressure here, Canberra. Taylor Young sending it out. Wirtz cutting between two. Obers. Sorry, Liz Anton took that. Charging forward is McNamara. It's very chaotic now. Healy, she scored 2 last week. Falls out to Canberra. And it's going to be a throw-in. Back to that Brisbane game for Canberra. Michelle Heyman scoring a goal in the 88th minute. 2-1 winners on the day. They have this in their locker, both sides. They just have to find it. Gonna see another substitution. Canberra. Darcy Malone, goal scorer. Janelle Dos Santos has been a substitute all season. 10th game of the season. Emily Condon off now. Missy Panagaris coming on this time, surprising. Condon seemed to have the momentum the last few minutes. Maybe she's a little bit tired. As Heyman tries to release Christopherson. Cutting across is McNamara, shielding Karambassis. They want to move it quickly. They have to. There's not much time left in this game. 4 minutes added on. Dorber forced well wide. Now she makes the beeline for the box. Not saved. It's going to be another corner. Emily Condon has been delivering a lot of the corners in this game for Adelaide. She is now off the field of play. Who will step up? Looks to be Dylan Holmes, an experienced player on the park. Can she find a teammate? Can someone stand tall for Adelaide? That's a high ball, sitting up and a shot on goal. Back the other way, and this time wide. It's going to be a goal kick. It's sat up. And they rose and just couldn't beat Hayley Taylor-Young. That's why it's so important to have a player on the post. Now, Panagaris is coming out, and James, quick off her line. Can one of these substitutes be a difference maker? There's less than 2 minutes left of time, and that ball has to be more precise.
Yeah, feet. Connect with her feet. Inside.
Holmes. Tonkin. Can you find somebody? It's going to go with Canberra. But Alicia was going back the other way. Chelsea Dorber is not pleased. I think everybody is a little bit stunned. It went with Canberra. Heyman, one-on-one, now surrounded. One back by Karambassis. They have to move through the lines quickly, Adelaide, if they want a goal. They do not have enough time. Even if this game ends at a draw, they will end tonight in second place. They would love to secure all 3 points. They seem the side who are most likely to get the 3 points at this point of the game. Looked like it hit the arm. It certainly did. Liz Anton getting in the way. Unless they want the last strike to really be a set-piece opportunity. They need to get the ball moving forward. Is it really their best chance of goal? Setting it up in this way. That's where they go. Healy gets a boot on it. Hodgson able to bring it down. Can she find Healy? She certainly can. Dorber's on the edge of the box, but Christopherson doing the defensive duties as she's needed to at times in this game. Heyman tried to guide it into the path of 18 Keane, who had that chance denied by Claudia Jenkins to put Canberra 2-1 up. And that's poor from Claudia Jenkins, but are they running out of time, both sides, to claim all 3 points? Adelaide won the first. Keane turning 18 Keane, 18 Keane! Denied by Jenkins, didn't have the power twice. In his closing stage of the game, Claudia Jenkins has denied 18 Keane an opportunity to be the match winner. And that is going to be the last of it here at Cooper Stadium. A tough afternoon for both sides. Fiona Wirtz getting her first assist of the season to set up Chelsea Dorber. It's the reason Adelaide leave this game with the point. It was Darcy Malone who got her first ever goal in this competition from a corner that had Canberra up at half-time. A hard-fought last closing moments of this game, but neither side able to break the deadlock. And they walk away sharing the points. Canberra finish this afternoon in 7th place. Adelaide moved themselves into 2nd, but that might change after tomorrow's game. But at Cooper Stadium, it ends Adelaide United 1, Canberra United 1. Look at the highlights of this game. There were chances aplenty. McNamara had that strike. It was chaotic in the box. This goal, I don't know what spell was put on it at Cooper's, but it wasn't going to be passed. And then this effort from Zoe Toland, I don't think it was initially designed to be a shot, and it wasn't. It was just putting Sally James in an awkward position. She had to palm it away. Nice. The outstretched arm of Sally James. Had to pull off a few saves in this game, James. And then this was the goal just before half-time. Darcy Malone capitalising off a poor punch from Claudia Jenkins, and Ella Tonkin not closing down the space before it nestled into the back of the net. It's the softest touch you'll ever see for a goal. That's what separated the sides at half-time. You can see the relief and the joy in her face. And then Leon finding Healy, the 2 international imports, and then Wirtz to Dorber, a familiar combination for Adelaide fans. Simple as you like. Asen was all turned around, nothing James could do, and Dorber found the target and found the back of the net. More smiles for Adelaide at that point. They had the momentum. And Heyman, that shot was dipping, but just not dipping quick enough to find that top corner. 21 goals in this fixture. She'll have to wait for the 22nd. And then that ball in. 18 Keane. Swing and a miss. Bethany Gordon denied as well, and denied off the line was Christopherson. There was a lot there, a lot of chaotic moments, that goal in particular. But a tough afternoon to deny either side of all 3 points. Adelaide to be expected, more possession, more shots, but Canberra more shots on target. But at the end of the day, they split the points. Adelaide United find themselves 2nd on the league table. Canberra United find themselves in 7th, still have to wait another week to try and fight their way back. Find themselves back into the top 6. But it's been a good afternoon of football at Cooper Stadium. These fans are in their seats for the next match between the men, Adelaide men taking on Newcastle Jets. But I've been Pekua Frimpong. Thank you so very much for joining me. And as always, keep watching and keep enjoying the Ninja Ray League.